Hello guys, in this video I'm gonna show you how to solve connect all level all the siblings problem. So given a binary tree, connect each node with its level or the successor. The last node of each level should point to the first node of the next level, right? So for example, we're given this binary tree, right? We need to connect each node with its level or the successor. So let's go level by level first, right? So for level 1, uh, the successor of node 1, there's no successor at this level, right? So the last node of each level should point to the first node of next level. So 1 should point to 2. It's kind of hard to uh, let's try to imagine that there's a connection here that 1 will point to 2, right? Uh, yeah. So for node 2, its successor at this level is 3. So let's go with this. Right. And 3 here, 2 will point to 3. 3 here will point to 4 down here, the next level, because 3 is the last node of this level. 4 at 4 gonna point to its level of the successor, which is 5. 5 will point to 6. 6 will point to 7. And 7 here, 4 point to 5, 5 point to 6, 6 point to 7, and 7 is the last node. It should point to first node of next level, but we don't have the next level here, so it will point to no. Eh. So it's pretty clear that we're gonna use level order traversal, right? Okay, we're gonna use level order traversal using a queue, right? And the other thing we need to do is to connect the node, right? We need to handle two cases. The node, the last node of one level, and the other case is all other nodes. So let's run it manually to see how to connect to how gonna make connections between nodes, right? So with because level, we're using level order traversal, so I'm gonna create a queue here, right? So the queue mean first in and first out, right? So the element will go in this way and go out this way. Okay, initially we will have the root node, which is node 1 here, right? So each step. I'm gonna take out one node out. I'm gonna take out one node from the queue, right? The first node that is out is 1, and I'm gonna find all of its children, which is 2 and 3 here. But first, let's delete the connection here. Gonna all right, 2 and 3. So I'm gonna add 2 and 3 here. So as you can see, the node 1 here is the last node of level 1. It should point to the first node of the next level, which is node 2. And if we look at here, actually at this point in time, node 1 should point, in order to node 1 point to 2 here, it's the same as point node 1 to the head node, to the next node that's gonna be pop out from the queue, which is in the head of the queue here. So one will point to the head of the queue. So one have 1.2. Right? So after these operations, I'm gonna take node 2 out, and I want to process node 2. Node 2 had 2 children, 4 and 5. 4 and 5, and add 4 and 5 to the queue for later processing. So as you can see here, node 2 should point to node 3. If we look at here, it's the same as node 2 point to the head of the queue, 2 point to 3. So after this, I will pop 3 out, right? And I'll process 3. 3 had 2 children, 6 and 7. Add 6 and 7 to the queue. So after adding 6 and 7 to the queue, I'm going to make connection from node 3 to the next node. And actually the next node, the level or the successor of node 3 is node 4. It's the last node. So it should point to the first node of the next level, which is in this guy again the first node, the head node of the queue. So 3.4. Okay, take 4 out. 4 had no children, so I push nothing to the queue. So I'm gonna make the connection from 4 to its other level of the successor. This guy is not 5, so 4 point to the head node of the queue. 4 point to 5. Take 5 out. 5 has no children, so I'm gonna push nothing to the queue. 5 should point to its level of order successor, which is 6. So actually here is still a head node of the queue. So the level order successor is always the node at the head of the queue. Right? 5.6. After that, I'm gonna process 6, pop 6 out, and replace for 5. Okay, 6 should point to its level order successor 7. So 6.7, which is the head node here. Pop 7 now. There's nothing in the queue now, so we just point a null here, right? So generally we have a couple of steps here. First to let's write down um, take out one node from the queue of 5 children, 5 children push to add to the queue. Okay, and make connection from node out to uh, head of the queue to node at the head of the queue, right? Okay, that is pretty much what we need to do. Okay, so let's turn it into code now. So we need a queue, right? It's just an array in JavaScript. In order to take initially, in order to take one node out, we need to have at least one node in the queue. In this case, a root node. So I wanna use a while loop here. So as long as we have something in the queue, then I want to get into this loop. And for one iterations, I'm gonna process one node, right? First is to take the node out. Here to simulate the queue, I'm gonna use two operations: push is same as enqueue, and a shift is to take from the head of the queue, which is same as dequeue. Node out, I'm gonna ship it, which is dequeue from the head. The node out, I will find its children, right? So here's a binary tree. So it has one node has at max 2 children, left and right. So for left child of node out left and node out right, and left and right could be no. So I need to check if it is not no. Then I'm gonna add this child to the queue by using queue push child, same as enqueue, push at the end of the queue. Right. So after this, I will make connection from the node out to node at the head of the queue. It is just same as connect the current node to its level or the successor, or connect the last node to the first node of the next level. Okay, so the node out next will be node out next will point to the first node in the queue, which is node at index 0. But I need to be sure that at this point there's something in queue first, right? So that this will not be known. If queue.length only when there's something in the queue, then I'm gonna point the next of the current node to the head of the queue. Okay, at the end, when I exit this loop is when there's nothing in the queue. Then I'm gonna return root. So after making all the kind of connections, the root will stay the same, right? Okay, run the test. Okay, it works. So just to double check. Okay, it works. So that is it for this problem, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.